That was a miracle. They literally dodged death by a hair as the tree came crashing down.
Whoa, look at that! The power line is exploding like fireworks. Oh my god! The wheel just popped right off the tractor right before everyone's eyes. Oh my god! Those gators are surrounding their meal! The excavator was performing a stunt when it suddenly backflipped. That tree nearly crushed the crowd. How lucky that dog is still safe. A massive boulder just crashed down right where this guy was standing. Massive waves are crashing hard, like they are about to swallow the pier. Massive waves look like they are about to swallow everyone standing on the shore. That small car lost traction and smashed straight into the front of the truck. The floor suddenly collapsed, creating a giant sinkhole right beneath their feet. That was insane. The ball literally flew right into her glove like magic. That massive tornado is ripping through and blowing away everything in its path. A terrifying landslide just obliterated an entire block of houses in the blink of an eye. That red car literally flew through the air and landed right on top of the car like a movie stunt. Unbelievable that massive truck almost completely crushed them. Oh my god, that brutal hailstorm is absolutely hammering that supercar. Look at that. The power pole is exploding repeatedly. Unbelievable. A giant elephant suddenly paid a visit to the monks meditating inside the cave. Thought they outsmarted the cops, but the rear axle was already locked down tight. The entire hillside collapsed like it was about to bury the village below. Unbelievable! Those giant boulders are tumbling down at a crazy speed. Unbelievable. A giant deer suddenly crashed right through the window of a barbershop and slid across the floor. Unbelievable. That massive road section suddenly suffered a severe collapse right before their eyes. This crafty gray wolf just hauled a whole bunch of fish out of the water onto the shore. Unbelievable. The school of small fish is trying to escape from a giant predator in the ocean. Unbelievable that antelope is racing against a train in the middle of a snowstorm. That insane out-of-control truck almost completely wiped out those two police officers on the side of the road. Unbelievable that a large iron bar suddenly flew right through the windshield like a horror movie. Look at that. A large bear is recklessly breaking into a house through a small window. A car suddenly lost control, flipping multiple times before slamming into a building in a terrifying crash. Just a peaceful boat ride until an uninvited guest pops up out of nowhere demanding a free snack. The violent wind tears everything apart in the blink of an eye.
An ambulance is suddenly flipped over right in the middle of a busy intersection. Just a peaceful bike ride until an uninvited guest flies out of the bushes trying to catch a ride.
A terrifying crash between two trucks triggered a massive explosion right on the highway. A tiny car is suddenly backed over by a giant elephant in the dark of the night. What a terrifying encounter. A giant alligator casually strolls right in front of a golf cart, leaving everyone frozen in disbelief. A truck suddenly slams into a container before flipping over, creating total chaos in the middle of the intersection. A cement mixer truck nearly flips over after swerving sharply to avoid a collision with an oil tanker. Driving on a rainy highway, only to be hit with a sudden brake frenzy from the cars ahead is absolutely nerve-wracking. A series of giant wind turbines suddenly explode violently, creating a terrifying sea of fire.
series of giant wind turbines
suddenly explode violently, creating a terrifying sea of fire. A massive piece of the mountain suddenly collapses, triggering a terrifying landslide in Dagestan, Russia. A sudden loud explosion at a crowded subway station creates utter chaos. While fixing a bike, a truck suddenly slams into the house. Luckily, no one was injured. A military vehicle suddenly blows a tire and flips multiple times on an open highway. A massive dust devil suddenly sweeps through the baseball field and rips the tent away in a flash. A massive avalanche suddenly cascades down the mountainside, creating a truly stunning and terrifying spectacle.